What is up, guys? This is Lintheo coming at you with an updated version of my Skull Servant.deck. So this is the updated version for January 1st and also after the Secrets of Evolution, which has got a little bit of support. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight into it, and as you can already see, one of the brand new cards. So to start off, we have 3 uni-zombie. Uni-zombie is amazing. It's the brand new tuner for zombies. Level 3 tuner. Its effect is you can ditch a card from your hand, or ditch a monster from your hand to increase the level of monster on the field, and then you can also send a zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard to also increase level on the field. So this can be used in multiple different ways. You can increase your opponent's monsters to kind of block them out from XYing or synchro summoning if you know what they're kind of trying to do. You can also increase yours, obviously, to go into those synchro plays. Really good synergy with Mizuki and Zombie Master this, as well as Right Prince, which is one of the main reasons it's in this deck. So it's just really nice. It gives you loads more opportunities. It's more foolish burials for you, and you can't complain because I basically run 6 foolishes in here, but you'll see the rest in a little bit. So that is why we run Uni-Zombie. It's an incredible card and one that I really don't believe should have been a common, but hey, I'm not really complaining. Then we have the king of the deck. We have 3 King of the Skull Servants. He's your main boss monster that you want to bring out on some crazy life points. If you open up with Uni-Zombie and also a Right Prince, you can get him out on 6k pretty much instantly, or at least on 3k. So that's really nice. And he's just absolutely incredible. So it's so funny watching people squirm under the King's reign. Then we have 2, as usual, Skull Servant and also Right Prince. Keeping the ratio at 2 and 2 because even though I have more ways to get it into the grave, I just don't like it. It just clogs at 3. I've tested it a lot at 3 and it just really clogged too much for my liking. So that is the reason why I'm basically running it at that. It's just down to personal preference. You can run it at 3 if you so wish, 3 and 3. I would advise maxing out on things like Mathematician or Curry Bandit, anything like that. I would max out on it if you are running them, as well as Uni-Zombies, because otherwise you're just going to get some pretty horrible draws. 3 Lady in the Right. This card's just here for general protection for your zombies from back row, so it's really good, and also a pretty solid defense, but also mainly he is here for the Right Prince effect as well. Then we have Rightmare. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it allows you to do so much. You can do some crazy things like banishing for the dad effect and then getting this back, or you can just banish in general. It means you can be a little bit kind of haphazard with your banishing to be able to bring them back with Rightmare, or on his own he's kind of like a 2k, because if you think you've got a Skull Servant in your banish zone, you discard this, there's a +1, another 1000, then Skull Servant comes back into your graveyard, it's another 1000. So yeah, he's really good, and that's the reason why I run him at 3, because he's always good. Then we have 3 Mizuki. Mizuki is in here at 3 because of Uni-Zombie and the interaction that he has with him, and also the fact I can foolish him straight out of the graveyard. Straight out of the deck, sorry. So Mizuki's been bumped up to 3 because it's just worth it, because he'll always hit the graveyard. 2 Zombie Master. The reason for 2 is because at 3 it clogged. I know that I can get it into the grave easy and I can get other monsters into the grave, but it's just personal preference. So again, I run it at 2 and it's just worked the best for me at 2. 2 Mathematician, mainly because of space issues. You can technically put in maybe 2 Curry Bandits if you so wish, but I like Mathematician. I prefer it because it's precise milling, and that's the important thing in this deck, because I want to hit the Right Princes. I don't want to hit the Skull Servants or anything like that, because otherwise then the Right Princes become dead in deck. And it's also just much nicer. The draw effect is really nice, and the fact that I don't have to wait until the end turn to see what happens. So that's why Mathematician is in. He's gone down to 2 from 3 because of Uni-Zombie and also space issues. And then finally the 1 Dark Arm Dragon, because he's so easy to get out. Going into spells, we have the 3 Mystical Space Typhoon. We don't necessarily get locked down by vanities like a lot of decks do, but we want to hit it just in case. There's also the Tool Searches, there's also just generic back row that we just don't want to see. So yeah, really solid cards currently. 2 Forbidden Lance, kind of the same reasoning as MST, but it's just difficult to fit these in now. I used to have 3, but due to space issues, just to fit certain cards in, I've put it at 2, and it's actually working alright. Then the one-ofs, I have a crazy amount of one-ofs. So we have the one Raigeki because the card's amazing. We have the one Snatch Steal because it's just a great card and just game-winning. The one Dragon's Mirror, you'll see the targets in a minute. The one Allure of Darkness, you play the maximum amount that you can. Also, Allure of Darkness is good if you've got Allure of Darkness and Right Prince in hand. Sorry, not Right Prince, Right Mare. It's good because you can be a bit flamboyant with what you wanted to actually banish from hand, because you can just Right Mare it back onto the field, for example, if it is a like King of Skull Servants, for example. The one Miracle Dig, I've got this in here at 1 because I'm quite reckless with the banishing. Because we have the 3 Mizuki, and we also have the Dad, and we also have the Right Princes, it's quite nice to have this here to be able to put 3 back. It's kind of like a burial, but more of a restrictive one at that, because obviously you have to have 5 or more, and it's not a quick play. But Miracle Dig's working out quite well. And then the one Banisher, you play the maximum amount of these that you can. Nice combos if you open this and the Right Mare Engrave, Right Mare, and then just put them all back for a 3k King of Skull Servant. The one Book of Life, just for some different plays to banish things out of my opponent's graveyard as well. It's quite nice to bring back Zombie Master with this, and then get the uni-zombie from grave, and then uni-zombie's effects, and you see how it works. And then finally the one Foolish. So we basically run 6 Foolish effects. The 2 Mathematician, the 3 uni-zombie, and then one of this. Even though I have all of them, Foolish is still a great card because there are many things that you can put in the graveyard. You'll never really run out unless it's the last card. And then finally the 3 Fiendish Chain. I run Fiendish Chain because I really like Fiendish Chain this format. And the fact it blocks attacks is really nice. The monster effects can be a bit of an issue for this deck. Things like Triver or anything like that can be a bit annoying. But the good thing is that Fiendish Chain is here at 3. I did have the Wing Blasts in here, but I've cut them because I've got many things to get rid of the cards out of my hand. So I didn't really feel I needed them anymore. So that is why I've got the 3 Fiendish Chain, but I do believe it is very important for them to be in here. So going on to the extra deck, we have the one Nether Soul Dragon and the one First Third Dragons for the Dragon's Mirror targets. So these cards are really great. He's just crazy with King of Skull Servant because you can attack into it, reduce it to 0, get the token, and then King of Skull Servant can swing for a mass amount of damage. And this one's here just good for stalling, and in general just a pretty good card. So going into the synchros, we have the one Void Ogre Dragon. This, with King of Skull Servants, wins me so many games because you can dump your hand very quickly in this deck, and you don't really need to worry about it too much because you'll be happily carrying on with the game, and you'll actually be gaining an advantage because of that. Void Ogre Dragon's here because he's really easy to access, because the Dark Tuner, you have that obviously with uni-zombie, and yeah, Void Ogre Dragon's just amazing. Then the other staple, the other go-to guy with uni-zombie is Beals. So really easy to access him because you can just, for example, get him with Zombie Master and a uni-zombie. Uni-zombie's effect, ditch something to the grave, and he's level 4. So you've got 2 level 4s there. Real nice. One Scrap Dragon. I feel that for the synchros, you need to have Void Ogre Dragon and Beals as staples for this deck if you're running kind of this build. The rest are kind of up to you. It's down to personal preference what you normally go into your playing style, but I like Scrap Dragon just in case there are any problems. Mainly back row things. The Black Rose Dragon, because he's really easy to do. You can just simply summon him off Zombie Master. The one Goyo, because obviously you can summon him. And the one Castel for the synchros. You can put in more if you want, but they're the ones that I always normally go into after testing, so that's why they're there. Level 4s, the one Larval Chain for casual dumping. The one Exeter Knight. The one Castel, because Castel's amazing this format. And then the other level 4 is the Downer Magician, because I do run rank 1s just in case I need them. And they are the one Utopia Roots in case I need to do any OTKing or get rid of some attack. The one Slacker Magician in case I need to stall out. And then finally the one Ghost Trick Durlan, because the card is actually pretty decent in this deck. And he's just quite an annoying monster for opponents to go against. So that is it, guys. I hope you did enjoy the updated version of my Uni-Zombie Skull Servant deck. Really fun deck, really cheap as well. I know some people might say that the Lady in the Right and the Right Princes and the King of Skull Servants and all them are not that cheap, but if you find the right person, you can get them quite cheap, and this deck's pretty cheap in general. So it's a really fun deck. Uni-zombie is one of my favourite cards to come out in a long time. Like, I really love it, and it's just so useful and so helpful for zombies in general that I do believe it can potentially take them to tier 2. I'm not saying this Skull Servant deck is a tier 2 deck. I'm saying this is more of a very fun deck that actually can compete with the meta, but in no way, shape or form am I deluded that it's a tier 1 deck. So it's just a bit of fun, and I hope you do enjoy it. So that is it, guys. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think of Uni-Zombie and what you think of the deck in general. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. So I shall catch you guys later. Thank you very much.